Cool, dude. Well, how are you?
Good.
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 You gonna be awkward during this whole thing?
Hmm?
You gonna be awkward during this whole thing?
I just can't start with
okay,
that.
How do you want to start? Should we sing a song?
Yeah, you pick it, I'll sing it.
Okay, let's do
The one desire. I don't know.
That's pretty good. I'm not ready to go on the road yet.
Huh?
I'm not ready to go on the road with you yet, but that's a pretty good start.
What road?
The road to go on tour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no. Tickets are already sold.
Yeah. Find it online. Get a link in the bio.
Yeah.
Good, dude. Well, you're the third iteration from the Ryan clan, fourth iteration altogether. Third one in a row.
Yeah.
Out here dogging it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Here we are.
Sounds good.
Good. So yeah, man, what's going on in the wild world of Jake? Anything new, anything exciting?
Not a whole lot, just same old basis. School, work, hockey. That's about it.
Standard.
Pretty basic.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked to your mom and your sister, and they both thought this podcast would be close to 2 hours long because they have a hard time getting you to stop talking. So I thought this one would go for quite some time.
Yeah, I kind of thought about that before, and I was like, let's not try to do that.
I'm open for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all good. No time restrictions here. Now, I wrote down questions. I sent you them.
Yeah.
And we can go through some of those, but we can also kind of just riff. You know, it's not an interview.
Yeah.
Right. You're hired already, so you don't have to worry about it. You made it.
Yeah.
So we can kind of go through it however we see fit. Second youngest cousin in the squad, next to baby Sam, who takes the crown. We'll have to get him on here too.
Yeah.
See how he's doing.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah. You're currently in school, Shady, senior rather.
Senior, yeah.
Got hockey tryouts on Monday. Cured of mono. Kidneys are good. Liver's good.
Yeah. Spleen good.
Sports. Spleen's good. All the internal organs are good.
So open.
All set. Ready to go. Ready to ride the roll. So, who were you named after? Where did Jake come from?
That's a great question. I never really asked that, but I know it wasn't going to be Jake at first. It was going to be Matthew.
Matthew?
Matthew Christopher.
Wow. Dodged a bullet with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Original, I guess.
Yeah, you're the one and only. Jake, not Jacob.
No.
Just straight up Jake.
Just Jake.
Just Jake. Don't even try to call him Jake.
Nope.
It's like me, Jonathan. I don't want to hear it.
Nope.
Shut it down.
You're just John. Jonathan.
No, there's no Finn. I got an H in there.
Not J-O-N.
Not J-O-N. Not J-A-W-N.
Yeah.
None of that crap.
John.
It's strong H in there. Jahan.
Not. Just straight John.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm just meeting you for the first time.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Yeah, great.
Jake. Oh, great. Nice to meet you, dude. Welcome. Welcome to my house. Oh, wait, I'm in your house. Good, dude. So you're playing hockey. Do you think you had a choice in playing hockey, or was that kind of like destined and bestowed upon you by your dad?
No, I definitely think I had a choice.
Yeah.
I started skating probably, there's like pictures from when I was 3-ish. We'll say 3. Then I remember hating it when I first started. Quit, didn't want to be there for learn to skate. Quit for a year. Then I remember asking my dad like to go back to it. I think it just went from there. Still hated just the skating portion of it. But yeah, I think it did. So it's probably like a 3-year loop of just like skating rather than hockey to start. But I don't know. I guess all leads to something.
All leads to something. Yeah, I remember skating down at the rink in Woburn. Just skating all the time. But I never played hockey. But we did like, the milk crates.
Yeah.
And then you built your way up. You had a little white helmet with a bunch of stickers on it.
Yeah. I had a helmet, but it wasn't for hockey.
No. Yeah, just for everyday life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got into hockey at around 3, or at least skating for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then got into hockey, still playing. What do you play?
Wing.
Wing?
For the most part,
Do
yeah.
you care what side?
No.
You just out there winging.
I really don't think there's a preference for most people, at least. I mean, obviously there's a preference, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah. No, it's good. Do you ever think you're going to come out of your dad's shadow for that game he had? What was it, 11 goals?
Yeah, no.
Was it 11?
I think that's like up there with like the Wilt Chamberlain myth of 100 points.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever happened, you know.
I did some research. I think I found.
Sure.
Found the game.
Yeah.
Was it 11?
Unfortunately.
How the story goes?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll have to run that underground.
Yeah.
It's a big day.
I still haven't seen any records on it, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Ryan family record, so it's meant to be broken. So, big senior year for you coming up, big expectations to knock that thing out of the park. Yeah. Nice, man. Hockey. And what do you think made you pick hockey versus another sport growing up and into high school?
I mean, I grew up started hockey and baseball, a little bit of karate.
Oh, the karate kid.
Yeah, it wasn't fun time.
No,
but I started hockey and baseball for the most part. That was like the two main. And then I want to say when I was maybe 11, switched from baseball to lacrosse for like 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then that ended, became baseball again. Baseball ended, became lacrosse again. Hockey sticking out the whole way. And then lacrosse up until freshman year. And then I just didn't have the interest anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I just ended up quitting. Didn't play sophomore year. So just kind of stuck with hockey.
Nice. I feel like a lot of guys play hockey and lacrosse together.
Yeah, it was. I would say it's probably evenly split between hockey and lacrosse, maybe, or lacrosse and baseball for like the second sport.
Yeah, they have similar makeups, I guess, as far as
pace and
also
contact.
Position,
yeah,
contact. Yeah, it's a lot of similarities between the two sports. And this is just hockey now, full time.
Yeah, hockey, and then that mainly went from like till like April, stop, get most of the summer, besides like camps and stuff here and there, and then normally start back up in like September-ish, I guess. Practices go all through the summer basically, but I mean, it's like make it if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Just try and at least get a workout in most days, 4 or 5 times a week. Mm-hmm.
And for September workout starts, is it all through the school?
No, nothing through the school.
It's all club?
Nothing. Just on your own. If you want it, you want it. But, I mean, it's like, we just had our last club practice, so it's like, we have from now till tryouts are Monday. Yeah. So pretty much flows right from one to the other.
Yeah.
Go to a Thanksgiving break and then start up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it this summer a little bit about your training regimen and what you were doing and how you're trying to get faster and stronger and get on the ice and be ready to go. What is obviously the season's about to start, so it's going to change, but over the past like month or so, what's kind of be like your training regimen to get ready for the season?
I guess most days it was just more of like a get home from school, work, whatever it may be, then go to the gym. Then like most days we had hockey, Tuesdays, Wednesdays for the most part. So we would go from there. But normally gym, try and go Monday through Wednesday, Friday through Sunday.
And do you guys do pretty well?
Sure. Yeah, last year made it to, I want to say it was semis. Lost to Grafton. We lost to Grafton. That was in Worcester, that game. but that was the last game of the season. I think there's maybe one more before the Garden. I don't remember.
Okay, did you lose a lot of guys?
No, we lost 2 forwards and like 3 defensemen. But like this year we have, what is it, like 15 seniors in the program. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
should be good.
2023, 2024 season. Keep an eye out for Shashin.
Yeah.
Calling it now. It's friggin' Black Friday.
Yeah.
Shashin's taking it.
Yep.
Catch him at the Garden.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do this next year. Like, call it. Told you.
Rewatch it.
Yeah. Nice, dude. So we're at Shashin, obviously, right, over at the Vogue. What kind of influenced you to go to the Vogue by going to a traditional high school?
I guess it was more of like, I have 2 options here. I could either go to the regular high school and, stick it out through high school class every day, or I could go to the tech, be more hands-on, have a shop week here, academic week here, work junior, senior year, and I couldn't really see myself in college, like, doing classes for the most part, so it was more of the fact that I couldn't sit in a classroom for 4 years every day, 24/7. I had to be more hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I had a similar thought when I was like in middle school, but never ended up coming to fruition.
Yeah.
Faced some, I don't want to say backlash isn't the right words, but my folks were like, no, that's probably not.
Yeah.
Well, they were supportive. They were supportive, right?
Yeah.
But they kind of like led me down the path of, maybe that wasn't it. And,
yeah.
How did your folks feel about you deciding to go to a vocational school?
I definitely think they were proud of it, and they were supportive through it. My dad kind of convinced me, like, you can go here freshman year to the tech and transfer back to Tewksbury. You don't like it, but you can't go to Tewksbury and transfer to the tech, or you're not really gonna have many options.
So did they kind of sway you to go, or did you decide and they supported?
They kind of swayed me to go, but I wanted to go, but I was kind of on the fence, like, oh, most of my friends are going to the high school, but once we got over that, it was really no decision.
Yeah. You feel like you're missing out on anything from a standard high school that you wouldn't get at the Vogue?
No, because, let's say 10 years down the road, I'm not going to be paying that, so is what it is. Whatever I miss out on now is just to come 10 years down the road.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a huge amount of things I learned in high school that I recall that I use every day. Maybe like some basic mathematics, but I'm not recalling the history of the French-Polynesian War.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to go to college, it's like, who says I'm even going to do what I studied in college? Yeah. And, I hate being in a classroom now. I don't see myself 18 to 22 sitting in a classroom even more.
Yeah. And it's not to say college is ruled out. You can do whatever you want, right?
Well, now I could, yeah, but I think I'm pretty set on not going to college at this point.
At 18?
Yeah.
Right. You may decide later, hey, I'm 27. I'm opening my own business. I want to get a business degree. Knock it out, whatever.
Yeah.
The doors are always open.
Everything's always open. Mm-hmm. Whatever brings in more moolah.
More moolah, yeah. Whatever brings in more expertise for the private practice and all the land we have between me and Sam.
Exactly.
Yeah. We were talking about that today.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's really easy. You buy a fourplex and then you just rent it out. I'm like, sounds super easy. Sounds like
you got to get the money first.
Sounds like no one else is trying to do that. So we'll work on it. I'm like, yeah, you do the HVAC. I get my buddy Smitty do the electric. Get Jake doing the plumbing.
I put the people together.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm providing the capital and doing the supervision. You guys do the rest. I'll be the subcontractor that doesn't know how to actually subcontract.
Yeah.
I just call myself a subcontractor. Because I'm the oldest, so I'm just
there to support.
Yeah. I'm just like,
hey.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Crush it.
It's not done.
No, I'd be like, is that Joyce Trent? And he's like, what? Yeah, big. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would like to do like something on the side later in life, but I mean, I think the main focus for now is just plumbing, and then I guess whatever comes along as like a side hustle, or maybe not even a side hustle, main job, whatever it may be later in life comes along, but whether it be real estate or whatever, something, stocks, whatever.
Yeah.
But
who the hell knows?
yeah,
You get not, just living your life. One of our neighbors, he's on the bomb squad in Cambridge, but he was an electrician for like 20 years. And then he used that expertise from being an electrician as like, oh, I can defuse bombs.
Yeah.
So I'll just do that too.
Yeah.
So he's like, now he does both, right? Now he's like bomb squad, but also does like ad hoc electrical work for people who need it. So, but that's good, man. That's good that your folks are supportive of it and seem to kind of even wanting to go in that direction, which is cool. Especially now, I think it's definitely a good field to be going into.
Yeah. I had a thought of like maybe firefighting on the side or something later, but I mean I kind of ruled that out at this point because I got pretty lucky with a job opportunity at 17 that most kids don't get till 22 or 24. So I mean that'll take up most of my time anyway, and it's not like I could just do like 1 week here, 1 week there, this on the side, that on the side. It's more of like I have what do we go in 6 to 220 every day. It's not really much. I can't really take off a day at this job,
Right.
So that's kind of ruled out, but it was a good thought at one point.
Yeah, and like you said, the doors are never closed.
Yeah.
It's not open right now. It will be.
Exactly.
And yeah, tell me about the new job you got. So you're in Boston, right?
Seaport. Yeah. It's a union job, so I'm still doing co-op at the tech, so it's like every other week. So right now, next week I'll be going in there wake up at 4:30, go in, and be in by 6. But it's a good job. I mean, I still have to get into the union, not in technically at the moment, but should be good for years to come. I've heard a lot of good. Some people don't like it, but I've heard only good so far. So
what are you doing? You go in, you're just like banging on a pipe with a hammer, or like what does it look like?
No, I can't yet. No. I'm technically not even doing like plumbing right now. Like at my old job, I was doing like actual plumbing, like going into people's houses. But now I'm just a shop hand, so like I'm kind of just like getting stuff ready for delivery for the guys that are doing the plumbing until I can get up in the ranks and do the plumbing itself.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the company that you're with?
Canistaro.
Sounds good. Sounds like a nice Italian guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone I can get behind.
Yeah.
Canistaro plumbing. Okay. Good. Okay. Nice. So you're gonna be there till you're 40, and then call it a day. Yeah.
I hope. I mean, I think that's the ultimate goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. You gotta get the plumbing truck like my dad. Get the.
I don't know how they do it.
Big giant plumbing truck.
Yeah.
All tools and pipe and all the fun shit going around in the back.
Yeah.
Well, good, man. Yeah. Is it going to be hard to strike a balance between playing hockey and being out there?
No, I don't think it should be. I think it should be more of like a, I have tryouts this week, so I'll be a little late on Tuesday, but shouldn't be too much of a struggle. Let them know beforehand, and they were chill with it, so I think I should be good for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're in class, right, what's like a typical day at the Vogue look like for coursework and then shop?
Yeah. So I kind of got a good schedule this year. So history, then gym every day, and then math, lunch, English, And then we have Related, which is just like the educational side of plumbing, like getting my tier hours in, OSHA, and then just like the code side. But for the most part, it's just regular school and same old.
Same old stuff.
Yeah.
Different package. Okay. Good. You are Samantha's younger brother, right? So, how has it been growing up with Samantha? I know you guys butted heads a lot through your early childhood.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty tough, but you can tell you guys love each other a lot and are super supportive and are close.
Yeah.
How's your relationship with Samantha kind of changed over the past 5-10 years?
I mean, I feel like we've definitely grown out of the fighting every day 24/7 stage, especially now with her at college. But I feel like over the last like 2 to 3 years, like I would say we used to fight like 80% of the time, where now it's probably like 10, 5, if that. You know, I mean, like growing up, everyone, it's like you just don't know what to do, so you just cause trouble in the house, and whatever it leads to is fighting or getting in trouble somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I definitely feel like we've gotten closer than we used to be, as we used to fight or whatever. But, especially both playing sports, a lot of common interests here, help with something or whatever it may be.
Yeah, you guys seem pretty close. What do you think has led to that good cohesion between you two? And really, like, your family as a whole seems pretty close. There seems to be a lot of love between the four of you, and that you guys all trust each other and are pretty open with one another. How do you think that has, come into fruition, I guess? How do you think that happened? Because I don't think it's by accident.
Yeah.
It's very deliberate, it seems like. Can you cue on anything that may have like led to the way you guys are today?
I would say basically I would say I'm pretty open with everyone in the house, just because of the fact, like, if I don't say it, then I know it's gonna come out somehow, and I'm gonna be more embarrassed than laughing it off or whatever it may be. Or so I mean, it's my family. I don't really have much to hide, other than like if I got a bad grade, I'm not gonna bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Let that one try to slide by. Most of the time, it doesn't.
Yeah, no. Good news. Bad news doesn't get better with time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like we're all pretty close, whether it be like just like going places or whatever. We all enjoy each other's presence. So, I mean,
Yeah. You guys seem to go away a lot, which is good.
Yeah.
Family time. The Ryan squad.
Yeah.
Takes on wherever.
Definitely feel
George,
like that.
Saratoga.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
Wherever. Where do you want to go next? On your next family vacation?
I mean, we're all going to Bermuda over the summer, but I would like to go to Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Dude, you love Drake, huh?
That's no. I just want to go there because it's like, I mean, the Hockey Hall of Fame's there. I'd like to watch a Bruins game there, but I've never been to Canada. Only time I've left the country is Aruba. I'd like to go to Ireland or like somewhere in Europe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was Aruba like?
Nice, warm, fun.
Nice, warm, fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any crazy stories?
Not that I can think of.
Care to share?
No.
Maybe tell me later.
Yeah. Most likely.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, you guys seem to be pretty on the straight and narrow as far as like going out drinking, things like that. I feel like you and Samantha are pretty averse to things like that. You're more focused on school or hockey or whatever else besides those things.
Yeah, I don't even think it's more of like I'm more focused on something. I think it's more the fact of like, it was never brought, like, the thing is just more the people I was around. It was never like brought into my like circle. So I guess it's more of just like what's the word I'm looking for? It was just never brought into where I was.
It's good.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
No.
Yeah, and I talked to Auntie Rose about it a little bit, and she was saying, yeah, just kind of lucky.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like the end of the world if you drink in high school. I think most kids probably do. You have, but I don't know if it's catastrophic or not. But
no, it's definitely worse.
Yeah, definitely worse things. Yeah. What's some things you've learned over the years? Think from, and you may not have an answer for this, and that's fine. But some things you learned over the years from your mom and your dad. Separately. Is there any lessons you've learned from them or anything you've taken away?
Definitely. I feel like for the most part, it really doesn't click into like. I mean, I never really, like, they would always tell me this, that, this. It doesn't really sink in until I was like 16, still like maturing and everything, and nothing really like sinks in until like you're 16 and like shit, everything's right in front of me, and it's like not too late, but it's like you gotta get going like before it is too late. So I mean, I definitely feel like over the last couple of years I've kind of been like more inclined to do like the things I was taught as a kid, whether it be like my mom telling me not to eat this or that, or my dad telling me growing up, you gotta start going to the gym before you realize like it's too late, or I should have started lifting when I was younger, or whatever it may be. So
things like that, yeah.
Yeah, or just like how you treat people or first impressions. You never want that to be like a bad thing left on someone. So I feel like just like I feel like I've always been pretty like polite to people on the outer circle, but I mean, it's like I feel like that was like taught to me like as a kid, and it really just like sinks in more as you get older.
Yeah. Wait till you're like 25 and you look at all the stupid things you did when you were 18.
Yeah. I don't want to.
It's a continuing learning process, and I'm sure when you're 40 you say, I can't believe I did that when I was 30, and it just
some of them you'll laugh, some of them why.
Or you'll be like, wow, I'm proud of myself for doing that. That was bold. I'm happy I did that, made that wild decision or took that risk that I probably shouldn't have, but did anyway, and it worked out. If it works out, and if it doesn't, then you probably say the opposite, right? But
I mean, you only got a certain amount of time. Screw it.
Sam.
Yeah. So
send it all the way.
Yeah.
It's good, man. And it's funny that it's not funny, but it's interesting that both you and Samantha both are, great kids, right? But you both have this additional layer of like a personal struggle that you have to go with JIA and then type 1, where it's just like an additional layer of crap that you got to deal with on the day-to-day. It's something that doesn't go away necessarily. Doesn't go away in the sense where it's like it's persistent. It doesn't come in waves like, oh, once every year I feel this thing. How have you dealt with that and kind of pushed through it, and how you deal with it on a day-to-day?
I mean, I feel like it's at this point 5 years, 6 years. I don't even remember when I got it, but I mean, I feel like at this point it's like just like normal to me, where it's like it's gonna happen. You can't think about it. You can't like whine and bitch about it. You just have to let it be there, and not care. Like I feel like when I first got it, I cared what everyone was gonna think, and obviously like no one's gonna think something negative about it. But like that like 12-year-old kid, it's like, oh shit, what's everyone gonna like say about this or that? How much attention is it gonna bring in, or whatever it may be? But I mean, at this point, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's worked in to a day-to-day basis, but it's like there's a lot worse. So.
Yeah. Do you remember what you felt like when they told you, or like remember the day you got diagnosed?
Yeah. I thought I was gonna die. It was like, what's that? Or it's like a 12-year-old kid that overthinks things, and 17-year-old kid now that still overthinks things. But it's like, oh, like looking back, it's funny how bad I overreacted, but it's like I said, it's worked into a day-to-day basis that could be worse.
Yeah, it could always be worse.
Mm.
So what does it look like on like a daily, weekly basis? Like what things do you have to look out for? What things are things to stay away from? Like how does it affect your life and how you eat or how you train or things like that?
I honestly just try to take care of it before anything happens. So it's like I try not to have to look out for anything as much. Like there's obviously like scares of like going low or something when I fall asleep, but it's like nothing else. Like I'm not watching what I eat. I'm just taking account for it beforehand, so I don't have to worry about it later. And then I'm not like worried about it playing hockey or anything or training or whatever, because as long as it's taken care of beforehand, it's a non-factor in the end.
Yeah. Is there any weird things that come along with it that people might not realize that you're like I remember like when I had like a boot on my leg, you'd have to shower and you'd have to like hang your foot out the shower.
What do you mean?
To like take a shower. Is there any like weird things that like come along with it that
along with the type 1?
Yeah. That like people might not realize.
Not really.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah. Sometimes like funny anecdotes where you're like, oh dude, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like how does a blind person like know when they're done like wiping their ass?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I never thought about it.
Yeah.
It's a very visual activity.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. What else is going on, man? Anything exciting?
Not a whole lot, no. More of just like school, work, stuff like that right now. Nothing.
Classics.
Yeah. Boring.
Ladies.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we don't talk about her right now, but little lady in the mix earlier. You came in, maybe hanging on the couch. I don't know.
Pretty sky.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been deemed the guy who's going to be a mayor one day. How does that make you feel? So does it say about you?
I'll try and stick away from that as long as possible. I mean, sure, I guess I probably could. I could argue anything at any point. But, I mean, I definitely don't want to get into any type of politics, as, like, all you see is these guys online getting shots fired at their head, whether it be on social media or whatever it is. Just kind of want to stick away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not all people are involved in that. I think you just be a good advocate for the people you like to talk. You're friendly.
Yeah.
And you can hold your own in arguments. So I've heard. Samantha said that usually you can just outlast anyone, and then they just secede to whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Could argue any side.
Yeah. And you just continue to go until they
Yeah.
give
It's
up.
fun.
Like,
It's
I don't
fun.
fucking do it.
Yeah. It's fun. Make some people mad,
Yeah.
I get a laugh out of it.
Yeah.
So
Good.
it is what it is.
It's a good skill to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anyone you say you look up to? Or maybe I think hero is thrown around a lot, but I don't know if hero is like the right word for it.
Yeah.
I think it's more of like who you look up to that you'd want to emulate, that you want to be like, not necessarily like this hero kind of makes it sound like it's like this unattainable.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I would say I was brought up around a good family to, brought up around a good family to try and reach that I feel like brought me up the right way. And, just to be able to become like a good family member or whatever it may be, a good person. I feel like definitely my parents influenced me, aunts, uncles, cousins, just, hearing good stories and, being like, oh yeah, that's what I want to be. So definitely probably like my parents or just the older figures in my life.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good.
Not too much older.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, you're still a young lad. Still plenty of life left in you. But is there any moments you can think of where you're particularly proud of yourself or something you've done, or maybe proud of someone else or something they've done that's close to you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like definitely like simple ones are like stepping out of my comfort zone to go to the tech, or like even to be maybe stepping like, I don't know, more just like making good decisions, simple stuff like that, or being consistent on like a healthy eating diet, or nothing like too big. I don't know. I'd say the big one right now is probably still pretty excited about like the job that I got, but that's about it. I don't really think there's like one big thing. It's just like a lot of baby steps.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Sorry, just taking a note here. When you think about your future, your goals, your aspirations, I know we talked about the company you're at right now and how it's a great job, great opportunity. Something that I did recently was like I journal sporadically. I'll have stints, right? Like I'll be good at it for like a month, and then I forget to do it for a month, and then I'll go back to it, and I'm on and off of it. I'm trying to be better at it, try to be consistent. But wrote down like your perfect day. Like what's your ideal day from like the time you wake up to the time you shut your eyes, and it's not necessarily right now, right? Because you're here, right? But let's say you're 30, 40, 25, you name the age, right? Your perfect day. What are the like the time you get up, the time you go to sleep, and then you kind of like doctor your life around that and how you're going to get to that perfect day, right?
Yeah.
So if you're young Jake, and you're looking at old Jake, let's say we'll go 10 years, I'll give you 11, 28-year-old Jake. Where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? What does your perfect day look like?
I would say just being able to, go and work a job where I have enough money that I'm comfortable to live as a 28-year-old, hopefully on my own at that point, obviously, and just not having to worry about where the money's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So, just being able to live like a normal life, and I'm sure 11 years down the road, life isn't going to be normal for anyone. So it's just being able to surround myself with good people and just having enough money, like I said, to be comfortable living, and then, being able to make the right choices for my future or whatever it may be.
Is there anything that you want to maybe explore outside of, work, financial freedom, right? But anything outside of that you want to any sort of hobby or experience or things you want to do or places you want to go that you'd want to be a part of your life in the future?
I don't know. I think it's more. I mean, obviously, everyone likes to travel, so just being able to travel multiple times a year or something when I get older would be ideal. But I mean, whatever it may be, just I think maybe doing like just always having something on the side that I can be able to venture out and do and stay out of trouble, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
You're usually always out of trouble anyway, but yeah, just in case you start.
For the most part, yeah.
You might start getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe you turn 20 and you're like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the decade where I get in trouble. I'm doing it different.
Doing something today.
This time around, it's going to be crime.
Yeah.
Often.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. I'm stealing all the copper from the job site.
Yeah.
I'm doing it big. Never stopping at a red light.
Yeah.
Yeah. God bless you.
There's enough of those that I don't think we need more people.
I don't think we do either. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right, man. No, that's good. Good, yeah. A lot of positive things coming.
Yeah.
Coming for all of us. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there'll be times that we talked about this earlier too, with your mom, and it's just that there will be times where things don't go well. Things aren't going well. There's catastrophe and there's problems. And
yeah.
Luckily for us, we have a good family, good size family, good people in the family. To lean on, because not everyone else would be there. The friends will go. The relationships will pass, likely. So having that good backbone, that good structure is important to have.
Yeah.
To fall back on.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
We also talked about kind of the changing dynamic of how the young are now becoming the old, and how things are kind of like in this weird state of flux. Where now, like, there's the youngest one, baby Sam, was a teenager.
Yeah.
Vice being a kid who's walking around. And the dynamic has changed a little bit for the holidays, and we're going different places now. Kind of like sporadic all over the place, I think it's a good thing to keep that in mind as we transition to the next portion here, where the cousins and grandkids now become the parents. No rush. I mean, you got some time.
I got a little bit.
You got a little bit of
time,
but the other side may start coming out the other end. So is there any family traditions or anything you can remember growing up that you cherished that you'd want to continue either with your own family one day or with your family that maybe they don't do anymore, you'd like to do again? Anything like that from your childhood?
I mean, I think obviously big thing is like how close our family is right now. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that's like the main thing is like just keeping people close, which is like it can't be on one of us. Hopefully, sticks around for all of us. So more just of the fact of like being able to do things with everyone and not having to get to a fact where it's like, oh, I haven't seen this person in a hot minute. Yeah. I wonder what they're even up to. Yeah. Or just like not having to worry like what someone's been up to.
Right.
Just being able, I feel like most of us, there's a pretty good age gap, but I feel most of us are still pretty close. I mean, little Sam's 14. I mean, he's like a little brother to me. So it's like, I mean, everyone's all spread out, but like everyone's pretty close in the family still. So I feel like that's a good thing.
And how do you think you do that? How do you think you keep a family close knit and tight together?
I mean, I feel like the main thing's always going to be communication. Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is, but communication is definitely the big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty critical to talk to one another. And even if it's just every once in a while, just
checking in.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Text and then having a back and forth.
Yeah.
Not just a one-way deal, and being able to be able to rely on someone to communicate to, even if it's not life-changing stuff. You're just like, hey, I'm thinking about coming home this weekend.
Yeah.
Going here. Do you want to come with us?
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think that's pretty important, especially now that we're all shotgunned all over the place.
Yeah.
Fortunately for our parents, most of them were here and stayed right here.
Yeah.
Pretty close, you know, all within the same area.
Yeah.
Malden until they moved out when they were older. And
yeah.
Now they're kind of spread out, but still very close.
Yeah.
So, I think technology enables them quite a bit too.
Yeah, definitely.
FaceTime.
Yeah, whatever it is, but I definitely feel like our parents being close is a big thing to it. So, I mean, just hoping that continues, and then whatever may come is the future, I guess. Yeah.
Can't let money get in the way either.
No.
That's a big thing.
No.
Okay, so when you're rich and famous, you take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's come hang out at your place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Greedy. Let the people in.
Yeah.
And if you are greedy, I can't be mad at you for it. Hey, you're in the money. Can't be mad at his family, you know?
No, definitely not. I think that's one of the worst things to look at from the outside is someone who kind of dipped off of something or someone or close people because of money. So.
Yeah, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Ends marriages, ends friendships, relationships.
Exactly. Everything. It's horrible to look at too, so you don't want to be like that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people think it'll never happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it does.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Shit. Yeah. What happened?
Then it becomes about like trust and something else, but really the whole thing is money.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like money should be an out factor, and it can be like a thing in your life, but I definitely don't think it should ever be brought up in family life or whatever it may be, friends, or I don't think that's like, I think it's like your business. Like, I don't care how much money you make or you make. It's like, if I like you, I like you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's healthy to talk about it if it's relevant, you know?
For sure.
But yeah, it's not always about like the ones and zeros and who does this and who makes that. And
yeah.
One thing Donnie said earlier was her piece of advice was like, it doesn't matter how much you make as long as you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're doing something you enjoy doing with your time. And that's what matters, because you can't take any money with you, and time is your most valuable asset.
Yeah.
It goes. You can't save time.
No.
You can save all your money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, fortunately for us, we don't have any money, so we don't have anyone.
Yeah.
We don't have some trust fund sitting.
Yeah.
You know, $1 million in the bank somewhere for us. So.
I mean, hopefully it comes along for someone at some point, but.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe for my grandkids, they can have a little trust fund.
Yeah.
But for you and I don't think. Maybe you do. I'm still waiting on my check in the mail. I check the box every day.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Where's that check? Where's that check?
Yeah, I'm looking at buying houses and stuff now, and you're paying through down payment. It asks for like how you're going to pay for everything, you know.
Yeah.
Income.
Yeah.
Government subsidy, you know, or one of the options is like gift.
Yeah.
Financial gift from a parent or something like that. I guess like 30% of people that buy houses have like a financial gift from parent, like help purchase their house. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
One day, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's the scoop.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scoop. What else you get going on? Anything else you want to chat about? Anything weighing on your mind?
Not at the moment.
No?
Nope.
You have any parting knowledge for us? Any parting wisdom?
Parting? What's that mean?
Parting, leaving, anything you want to leave us with? When we think about Jake in the future, what do you want to be remembered for?
Sick. Awesome. Rad.
Yeah, no, that sounds, I'm going to put it on your tombstone. If you go before me,
sick, awesome. Rad.
Yeah, not like husband, father, son.
No, that'd be boring.
Yeah, everyone has that.
Yeah. It's got to be like something out of the ordinary.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Awesome, rad.
Yep.
Good. All right, man.